Hard work by itself is not going to make you successful, but if you incorporate this drive into your skill, where now you're working hard to learn things, to make mistakes, to do things wrong, now you can amplify how fast you learn these skills. Because these skills are developed not just through watching YouTube videos and reading books and buying classes. All those things are good and they're very helpful to help you develop your skills. But the best skills that you can develop are by going out and doing it and failing. You cannot bypass the experience side of this skill. And all the mistakes that I've made, all the failures that I've had, all the expensive mistakes that I've made, because I have made some extremely expensive mistakes in my investments, in my business, all these things are my real life tuition to learn how to be better at what I do. And so you have to be willing to invest in this skill, whether it's starting with your time, because if you don't have a ton of money, you don't want to go out and lose everything that you don't have on an investment or business idea. Start by watching YouTube videos, then start investing in books, then start buying classes. All these things will then set you up to go out and actually do something, because you don't want to get into this just content consumption game where all you're doing is consuming content, and you're really good at consuming content. You've read every book, you've listened to every podcast, you've watched every YouTube video, and you've bought every class, but you haven't built any business. At some point, you got to go out and actually do it, even if you don't feel like you're ready, and just start and fail and screw up, because that's how you're going to learn. Once you start making $1 doing whatever it is you want to do, that's how you're going to learn. Understanding this is the first thing that you got to do if you want to become successful. Because if you're not happy with the amount of money you're making, you are lacking either here, here, or here, and you got to be honest with yourself and see where you're lacking. And if you say, but Jaspreet, I think I have all three. Well, if you're not happy with the money you make, you're not here. You're lacking either here, here, or here, and you got to figure out where that is, and you got to be honest with yourself, because you have room for improvement, and you got to see where it is that you can improve. Maybe you're not thinking big enough. Maybe you don't know how to monetize your skills well enough. Maybe you're not working hard enough. You got to figure out where it is that you're lacking. That way now you can move on to the second thing that will help you get to where you want to go financially. Now, if you do want to stay up to date on how to be a better business person, if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a CEO, if you're the founder of a company, I created a free newsletter called Business Briefs, where every day my team is breaking down what's happening in the business economic world. This is things like what's happening with funding, what's going on with funding trends, what's going on in the creator economy, how are things changing in the marketing side of the world, how are things changing in terms of the business news and trends and innovation. We cover all the things going on in the business world, the entrepreneur world, the founder world, the things that you need to be aware of. That way you can be a better business owner. So if you're a business owner, it's a free resource that I created. And if you want to join Business Briefs for free, I got the link to how you can join down in the description below. The second thing that you want to do is you want to study what successful people do and then understand and analyze that. The reason why I don't say copy that is because things and times change. Now you can look at Warren Buffett and you can see what Warren Buffett did in his early days, because he was selling chewing gum and he was selling stamps. Now, if you go out and you try to sell chewing gum and you try to sell stamps, you're not going to get anywhere in this economy, because when he was selling chewing gum and stamps, it was a completely different time. And this is where you got to understand, analyze, and then apply what people did to what's happening in our times. Because if somebody became successful, you want to understand what they did. And an easy way to start learning is just by watching YouTube videos of what people did, or by reading blogs of what people did, or by reading books, people's biographies, because if you read someone's biography, you're going to really dive deep into their mind and try to put yourself in their shoes. How can you do something similar? How can you start making money right now? How can you go start selling things right now? Because if you want to be like Warren Buffett, or if you want to be like Steve Harvey, or if you want to be like somebody, see what they did. Now, of course, they have a different background, they have a different lifestyle, they have different goals, they have a different risk tolerance, but start doing different things, because now you want to put yourself in those shoes where now you're trying to set yourself up for success. If you don't know where to start doing what somebody you idolize, somebody that you like, somebody that you respect, somebody that you look up to, see what they did and start doing something similar in today's time. Today, it's not selling gum and stamps. Maybe you're selling on Amazon. Maybe it's selling on eBay. Maybe it's selling on a Shopify store. Maybe it's selling through your content on Instagram. Maybe it's starting a YouTube channel and selling something there. Maybe it's building a sales funnel. You got to see what's right for you, but you need to see what people have done for what you want to achieve. That way you can start applying that knowledge to you. Third is what I like to call ready, fire, aim. You're going to shoot, screw up, see where you screwed up, and fix it. The reason why so many people don't get anywhere in life financially is because they follow the ready, aim, fire. When you do ready, aim, fire, what ends up happening for so many people is you get ready, you aim, you aim, you aim, you aim, and then you go nowhere. because now you start psyching yourself out with every single potential hurdle, every potential thing that could go wrong, every potential thing that might not be good, and now you psych yourself out of the idea. But what ends up happening for so many people is you pivot. When you start an idea, you see what's actually wrong, and then you pivot, and then you do something else, and then you pivot again, and then you pivot again. But you can't pivot and make adjustments and improve until you actually start. And you don't need a perfect business idea. You just got to start. And this is going to sound very simple and obvious, but so many people don't do this. So many people get caught up right here that they never start. They never do anything. Why? Because they're scared. What if I lose my money? This is a dumb idea. It's not scalable. It's not good enough. But you never know until you start. And even if you do something that fails, I promise you, you're gonna learn way more than just sitting there on your butt looking at TV all day. You gotta actually do something if you wanna see some success. And this means now taking some risk, being willing to lose money, being willing to invest your time into something, and actually trying something. If you enjoyed this short clip from my longer videos, here's another clip that I think you'll love. And while you're at it, if you're interested in learning more about how to start generating passive income, our team put together an amazing guide on how to start generating passive income for free. All you gotta do is click that button right over there. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep hustling.